Hi, I'm Rick with ProSource Packaging here in Houston, and here today we're going to show you the new CP320 cardboard shredder. And you might notice, if you've already seen the video on the CP316, that this is an identical machine to the 316. The only difference is that this one comes equipped with a dust collection port. You can see that over on this side. So what we're going to do is go ahead and fire it up and do a few cardboard shreds. First I'll go start the dust collector back here. Okay, now the dust collector is up and running. We'll engage the machine by using this lockout switch to turn it on. And all we have to do is press the forward button. You'll see the green light come on. It indicates that the machine is in fact running. And without a dust collector, this machine is so quiet that if you don't see this light, you won't know that it's running. We'll go ahead and shred a few pieces of cardboard just to show you how they come out. You'll notice this box here is a typical single ply cardboard box, and I'm sending through two thicknesses at one time. But since this has tape on it, I'm going to take one extra precaution and go ahead and pre-lubricate the cutting heads. We recommend in our owner's manual that you do this with WD-40, but you can actually do it with about any spray lubricant that's convenient. We just happen to have this, and all it does is provide a surface that these adhesives don't like to stick to. Okay, back here on the flap, we currently have it engaged to where it'll create pre-cushioned material. It does that by retaining it in the machine longer. So we'll run this through. It won't come through instantly because it's being retained up in the machine. As we run a few more pieces through, you'll start to see the product come out. And this is how we end up with what we call pre-cushioned material. You can see it's been more fluffed up and airy. And this is good for packing light items. Now, if you tend to ship more dense items like car parts, truck parts, tractor parts, anything that has more density, you might want to go with flattened material. And you can easily convert this machine by doing this. You disengage this spring and you disengage this spring. And now the machine will output flattened material. Here we go with flattened material. Notice that anything that's more than 12.6 inches will be cut off on this left-hand side. So if you ever have a box with staples in it, just keep the staples over to the left of this cutter. Then it'll just remove them, and you throw that piece of cardboard away. That way you don't have to risk damaging the cutting head with a staple. Okay, I think that gives you a good idea of how it works. Now what I'm going to do is something we never recommend, and that's to use the e-stop button as an off switch. That stopped the machine right there. But you'll notice now, no matter what we do, the machine will not run. So the way to reset the machine, and this applies also to the CP316, is to pull out your e-stop button, hold the reverse for 2 seconds, and the machine is now reset and ready to run. You see the light come on. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the dust collector. Now you can hear the machine running by itself, which is a fairly quiet machine. We'll turn it off. And at this point, I want to show you a few other features. You noticed how we sprayed the cutters with the lubricant. The only other regular maintenance item you need to do on this machine is to oil the chain. And we'll do that here. Since this is a new machine, it does not require oil, so I'm not going to actually put it in. But you have an oil port right here on top, and you turn the machine on and run it, and then you'll squirt in about 6 or 7 drops of oil. And you do that about every 15 to 20 hours of operation. And that's all you need for maintenance. Every now and then you'll open the machine and do a full clean out, and that's about once a year, depending on your usage, of course. Now I'd like to show you the internals of this machine. This portion here is what we call the cutting block. And I wanted you to see this so you could see that this is a very well-built, sturdy machine. And these cutting wheels are what to do the actual work. This is the motor and gearbox that are all mounted inside the machine. This is a 3-phase motor, but it's able to run off of single-phase power because the machine is equipped inside with an inverter that inverts the single-phase power into 3-phase power. That not only allows the machine to run quieter, but it allows it to use less electricity to the tune of approximately 30%. So if you have any further questions, feel free to give us a call here at ProSource. And that's all I have for you on this today.